Welcome back, guys. This is the third part. We've done the unboxing, we've done installation. Now we'll just be looking at how you'd be using your radio day to day. I've been kind of spending quite a bit of time putting it together for you guys, so let's get started. Okay, one of the first things is connecting up Bluetooth. So what you'd just be going is into the menu, go Bluetooth. Over here we've got our device name. It should be called Car Kit Blink. Quick look, I've got one of my backup phones. Ignore all the cracks and dents while we're searching. If we go Bluetooth, got Car Kit Blink, we'll tap on that. Pin number should be 0000 and press pair, and that will connect up. I've already got my phone connected at the moment. I'm recording through it as well, so I won't be adding this phone on. After that's all connected, you've now got access to your contacts. You've got access to Bluetooth music, dial numbers. You've got a dialer there, your previous calls and missed calls and made calls. And now that's all connected, the next step is actually pairing up your Wi-Fi. You basically create a hotspot on your phone, gives the device internet access. The other option is obviously use a SIM card adapter at the back of the cable, but I don't think most people will be getting a SIM plan just for this. But let's get the Wi-Fi connected. So all we need to go is go there, open up your apps, settings, Wi-Fi network. I've already got it connected. Otherwise, you just go in there. It searches for all the Wi-Fi. Tap your phone's hotspot name there, and off you go. So on the iPhone, I'd pretty much go over there, and I'd go mobile data, and there should be a hotspot option which I can go through. After you got internet access on the device, you'd next be asked to create a Google account. You can just jump in and create a Google account. Some of you Android guys have probably already got a Google account and are probably just thinking, I'll just use my main account. I would suggest making a new account just for your car. For one thing, your main account, you might have photos on it. All of that would be accessible. But if your car ever gets stolen, you don't want that just out there for anyone to just pick up without a PIN code. On your phone, you've got fingerprint, you've probably got Face ID, you've got some kind of protection. On this, you've literally, it's like an open book, which is a good thing as well. You could just go in, look at your contacts, you can make a call. You don't want to be putting in a massive PIN number or a password in every time you go in and out. Next, we'll have a quick look at the apps, the installed apps. So if we open this up, we've got Apk Installer. If you wanted to install apps that you've downloaded, you can use that. Next, you got CarMate. This needs a subscription. It's not a part of the radio, but this is a car tracking software. Imagine you've got a SIM card. You'd be able to create an account, subscribe, and you should be able to track your car. Next, we've got NVX. This might come installed, and I believe it does, but this is for voice commands. Volume up, volume up, volume down, volume down. I'm not too sure about all the commands. There's not a great deal of commands on it. I don't think you can place calls with it, but if you go to voice commands, got like turn on navigation. It's not for me, to be quite honest. I haven't been using it that much, but it is actually usable if you did want to use it. It doesn't have a call command on it, so there's no way to make a call through the command, which would be the best use for it, but it's a bit of a downer that isn't there. So 360, let's try that. If I click that, bring it to the middle, you can see it, there's a little icon there. So if I tap on that, that basically brings up the 360 camera. I tap it again, does it do anything? No, this is the only problem though. It gets stuck on that pretty much. I do not use this. I use the call answer button. I don't want that hanging around, so I turn that off. So all I do on the steering wheel is hold the call answer button and it will go to your 360 camera here. So press it again it goes to wheel view, tap it again, and it'll go back. Let's get back to looking at the apps. Other apps we've got is an GPS signal viewer. Generally, it's not much use, that app. APK backup. I haven't really used this, but if you want to back up apps or restore them. So Bluetooth, we've already covered that. Boot animation. So when it first starts up, it's set to the Nissan logo, but you can change it. I haven't really touched that, but you're welcome to have a little go. Next, Chrome, just a web browser. Go back, what else have we got? Color. This basically controls the color of the panel here. So it's not on at the moment because it's daylight, but at night it is lit up. So at the moment it's set to blue. You can have a red color, yellow color, or anything like that. Just touch around the wheel, whichever color you want. The buttons should light up that particular color. You got your Google Drive. If you want to go backwards and forwards, sharing files between your accounts. Your digital signal processor, your EQ. So I've just had it all to normal. I haven't really adjusted it much. Surround sound, you can control how the music sounds. So if you're basically sat at the driver's seat, you can move it there where you've pinpointed. Full car mode, you've got driver mode, co-pilot, passenger, and things like that. It's a little bit gimmicky, I think, to be quite honest. Bass boost, I do actually use this a little bit. Some of you guys probably already quite aware that sound speakers aren't the most bassy or anything like that. So I've just put it at 100 front and back and lifted it up a bit. So this all comes down to your preference, to be honest. I should probably be adjusting the EQ as well a little bit, but this is where I mostly change anything. A few people have asked me before, does the head unit make the sound better? It's a hard one to say, to be honest. The Nissan original factory speaker in itself wasn't really terrible. If you up the bass a bit, you'd find it was okay and not too bad. It's a similar case over here. I've upped the bass. Yeah, it's good. Sometimes it's okay. It's not too bassy when the volume's low. It's only a bit bassy when I do put up the volume quite a bit. Zones. I'm not an expert on speakers and sound, so maybe you guys might be able to say what these settings would do, but it looks like a filter for the sub. You've also got a bass filter there. Yeah, let me know how you'd go about using it or if that would help on the car. Facebook. File manager. Just the different folders, and if you download apps you can install it. Firefox, another browser. I've installed this, just something different. Next we got iGo. This came installed with the car, so it came with UK maps as well, I believe, and it should come with your maps, or it might be worldwide maps, I'm not too sure. I don't use this, to be honest. I don't think it looks fantastic. If you guys are a fan, let me know if it's a good app. I've installed Google Maps. I'm more than happy with that. And as you can see, it's smooth scrolling, zooming's not bad. It's responsive. The unit is good. Search for things. But this is one of my main go-to apps and one of the main reasons I actually bought the radio. So next, music. If you've got a USB connected up, this should show on there where you can play your USB music and things like that. Don't use USB music, usually stream everything. Next, there's 2 radio apps here. This came with the car. Open it up and
I've got a faulty page, and
I installed something called Nav Radio Plus. It looks fantastic. It looks great. I don't use radio much. If you're a radio fan, definitely recommend. Okay, next, got your Play Store. You can download more apps. Maybe there's more apps that you can even recommend to me, and you can help other guys as well. Your setting wheel. This really doesn't apply for any of the Nissan Qashqai owners or the Extra or anything like that. We've all got canvases and all of our steering controls are set through there. But you can basically, if you didn't have a canvas and it was just signals direct from the steering wheel, you'd be using this to set it up. So you'd press start, you tap the volume plus, hit the volume plus on your steering wheel, and so on. Now, if you did that with our car, this makes no difference because everything goes through the canvas and it's got no correlation directly to the radio. Okay, your T-Link app is where you'd be doing CarPlay or AndroidAuto through. So just a video app. So if you got USB video, USB files on there, video files, you can use this. Next, we've got Waze, my main go-to app. The main reason I bought this radio as well. So I always use a Satnav just in case there's closures or anything like that. Again, Waze is very responsive. If you look at that, zooming in, out, in, out, in, it is very responsive. Like I say, you're not really scrolling it about, moving it about, but I'm just quickly showing you. Next, I've tried a few launchers, but I've always gone back. Let's try this launcher. So this is a different launcher. You basically get a map there. Launchers wise, I've stayed stock and I've kept this launcher. If you've installed other launchers, having good luck with it, let me know. So let's go back and look at the themes app. The themes, you get a few themes that come with it. I did get the subscription because I did think I'd stick with the stock launcher and I'd get different things. But if you're going for a different launcher, there's no reason. Let's go back. I'll just keep it on the very basic one. So that does me good enough. And that's pretty much it. Those are the apps. Some of the issues I had and had to go through and change were things like whenever you go into your 360 camera and exit out of it, the screen will go black for a minute. All we got to do is go to factory again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, confirm, Aston forward view, and we can close that. While we're here, we can go to general settings, and over here we have a sleep timer. This basically should be set to 3 days. If I turn my car off and on, say today and tomorrow, I can restart back and everything. It'll be basic like I just carry on. We'll go back and have a look at that 360 degree view. So you hold down the answer call on your steering wheel and you come into your 360 view. Over here, you've got your park assist as well. Park assist does work. It's already set to signal right, signal left. And then go that, go back there. You can also choose bay parking and start that or stop that. You can do the same again. Left side bay parking, right side bay parking. But yeah, park assist definitely does work.